Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I will walk you through how I got to straight pants. If this is what you want to watch, kindly stay tuned. The first thing I did is trying to get my crotch depth, which is cutting by dividing my hip by 4. The hip I'm working on is 42, divided by 4 is 10.50. That's 10 and the half, 10 inches and a half. So I marked 10 and a half on top and also below to create a box. It's on this box that I'm putting all my measurements. This same box is going to serve as the crotch depth. So from the crotch line, I mark 2 inches upward. This is where I'm going to place my hip measurement. This is serving as where my hip measurement will be on. Okay, so on the crotch depth, on the crotch line, I am going to mark my hip measurement divided by 20. That is 2.2. My hip is 42, divided by 20 is 2.2. Now on the hip line, I'm going to come outside by 0.25. Then I'm going to pick my pattern master and connect it from that 0.25 to where my 2.2 is on the crotch, and also connect it to the straight line like that. Now on the waist, I am going to measure what my waist is divided by 4 and also add 1 inch this is me adding my 1 inch dart. From this line, I'm going to connect it to my hip and connect it to the crotch. Okay, so this is me. Now I want to create where my dart is going to be on. I'm using the half of what I have on the waist to get where I'm putting my dart leg. If you are making a jumpsuit, you have to use your nipple to nipple measurement, but this is just the trousers, so that's why I'm using the distance, the midpoint. So I created a straight line, then measured half on both sides, half inch on that side and half inch on this side to create the dart leg. Okay, so I connected it like that. Okay, so here I am coming up by 0.5, then I'm coming down by 0.5. I'm going to connect it downwards like this, connecting from there to where one of the dart leg is. Okay, so you just make the trousers sit properly in the front side. Okay, so I'm done with the upper part for the front. Now I want to measure my full length. That's the trouser length. Okay, and okay, so this is me marking the trouser length here. Okay, and I'll also put allowance of 1.5 for sewing the hem. So after this, I need my crease line. So you are connecting from your crotch to where you marked your hip, that box you created, to your crotch. Divide it by 2. You can see how I'm doing it here. Divide it by 2. I'll mark it there, and I'll also go down. I'll mark it. And that's 6 and 6 to 5. So on the M line, also mark the 6 to 5. I cut it actually from the line I marked from beginning, at line. So I'm going to mark a straight line down. This line I'm marking is the crease line. All trousers have a crease line. So this is where I'm going to use from that crease line that is going to guide me on how I'm going to put my knee measurements and my ankle measurements. So here I'm trying to get the midpoint for me to get where I'm going to put my new circumference. So I'm trying to get the new length here. So I divided my total measurements, not the M allowance I kept is not included in this. I just marked from where my trousers is to where the crotch is. So I marked it, and from that midpoint I came up by 1.5 to get where I'm going to put my new measurement. So this is me marking it from my crease line to where I marked. Okay, so it's from there I'm going to put my round new measurement. So my round new measurement that I'm using for this my customer is 19. It's also going to be the same thing I'm going to use for the ankle, but it doesn't want, it's a straight pant, she doesn't want it fitted. Okay, so 19 divided by 2 got me 9.5. I'm also going to divide that 9.5 into 2, so I'll be getting 4.75. So I'll mark 4.75 on one side, on that side, and also mark 4.75 on this part. Okay, then I'll go to my hem, my ankle mark the same thing, 4.75. Don't forget that I said I'm using the same thing, 19 for both knee and ankle. Okay, so I'll mark 4.75, mark the same 4.75 on the other side, then I'll connect the lines. Okay, so from the ankle to the crotch to the hip, okay, like that. Okay, so the front is done. Next I'm going to do is to add sewing allowance to the side. So I'm using 1.5 for the sewing allowance. Now I cut it out and I placed it on another fabric where I'm going to be doing the back. Please watch carefully and pay attention. So on the crotch line I went in by 1 inch, then on the top I went in by 2 inches, depending on the hip size. The highest I've gone at all for any trousers is using 2.5. So I went up again by the same 2 inches from that 2 inches I marked in the first place. So I'll connect the lines together from the 1 inch. This is from the 2 inches in depth to the 1 inch. 2 inches I went up, then I extended the crotch line outside. So this is me trying to transfer the markings to the fabric under. Don't forget I'm doing the back now. So I'll connect all those lines together this is the crotch. I'm extending the line for the crotch. Then this is for the back, connecting the lines upward. Okay. So from there, I'm going to mark what my crotch is going to be. So it's going to be, this is the back, 40 divided by 10. 42 divided by 10. So I have 4.2. Look how I'm marking it from. I'm marking it from the 1 inch that I went inward from. Okay. So I want to connect the lines together. That is the hip line that we got from the front pattern. Okay. So the same thing we did for the front, that we came out by 0.25. I'm also coming out by 0.25, and I'll connect my dots together, my lines together. Please watch how I did this. You're connecting the lines from there, from that 0.25 to the crotch, then straight. So that it gives you a very nice flow on the bum area. Okay. So from that new line, okay, this is me cutting out and putting allowance, half-inch allowance on the upper part of the front, because I didn't do that in the first place. I had to because the back has to connect to the front for the trousers to be equal when you're sewing it. So my 2 inches, I also put half-inch on top for sewing, just as I did in the front. So I'm marking what I have on the front, including the allowance. This is just to make the work faster. I place it. Look at where I'm placing it from. From that 2 inches, I went inward. So I'll mark it at the other side. And I also go to the hip line. I'm connecting the lines before I went to the hip line. Even at that, I'm still going to create a dart because the front has a dart, so the back too is going to have a dart. But I went to the hip side, measure what I have here. Supposed to be measured on it's the same measurements from the hip line and the crotch line. Okay, so I'll transfer it from the 1 inch that I went inward. Don't forget we are working on the back. So I'll connect from my waist to the hip now. I'm sorry you can't see that part. I didn't know I didn't record. Like the camera was not full enough to cover that part. So on the side, I'm adding 0.75 and connecting the lines. Okay, I'm done with that side. Now this other side. Okay, so we have to add half-inch round. Half-inch from the top to the bottom. Half-inch. So that has been tracing the first one actually, because now I've added half-inch to it. But I'm going to add half-inch now. This is going to be the sewing allowance. So I'm done using the front. Now I want to create my dart leg on the back. So the same ½ inch, don't forget the total of that we used is 1 inch. So I'm splitting the 1 inch into 2, that's 0.5, 0.5. So I'm adding ½ inch to the crochet area, then I'll cut it out. Okay, so this is me showing you what I've done. So I have the front pattern. Now I want to create a pocket for it. So I have this fabric folded into 4. And I'll place the front pattern on it to cut out the pocket. So note I just stopped at the crotch line because I don't like it so long. I like it just moderate. So I'm cutting out exactly what is there on the hip line. Then pick out 2 from it. Okay, no, it is into 4, so I took out 2 from it. I'm left with 2. Then I'll come down. I'll come in from the hip line, including the allowance, of course, 2 inches, and I'll come down by 7 inches thereabouts. Then I'll create a cuff from that side like this and cut it out. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew. So this is the final look on my table. I added a band and also put elastic at the back so that it can grab the waist properly. This is me showing you the pocket, and this is the final look. Kindly thank you for watching so far. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like all the videos, and see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.